Greetings all, this is Magic in Progress, and today I'm going to do a short video about some cool things that I got at my local Asian grocery store the other day. First thing we have here is a beautiful porcelain bowl. As you can see, the detail around the rim and the image on the inside that appears to be a dragon with his legs at the top and his head down towards what is the bottom of this picture. It looks like kind of gold or something flecked in there. I'm not sure. It's made in China. I took the price tag off, but this was 99 cents, I believe. Here's a cool looking cup that I got. Has a beautiful koi on both sides. It's also porcelain. You can see there's nothing on the inside. This was 79 cents. And I got these items so that I can make offerings to my ancestors or to whichever deities, I choose to work with. Up until this point, I have been using our dishes that we have in the house. But sometimes that can get a little crazy because there's 5 people living here. And so, we are always apparently on a dish shortage. So, it's also cool that I have things that I can specifically set aside for my ancestors or for my chosen deities. Let's see. Next thing I have here is this very cool looking Maneki Neko kitty cat. These originated in Japan, but they became very popular in China. And they are beloved all over the world today. As you can see, this cat is actually, let me see how many colors. 1, 2, 3. I'm going to say 3. I'm not including the red that's inside his ears or on his nails. I'm thinking more about the gold around the rim of his ear and the black. Apparently the tricolor kitties are supposed to be especially lucky, or if you can get a hold to a solid gold, not solid through and through gold, but a gold colored cat, that is also very beneficial. These cats are said to bring in prosperity and wealth to the owner wherever the owner places them. Many people put them in their businesses or in their homes. You can see that he has a little bell right there. These 3 little people, I'm not sure what they are. I've never seen a cat with these particular beings on them. They look like maybe shepherds, or I'm not even really sure. These 2 are dudes because they have beards, and this is a lady. She looks like she has a guitar or something. He's holding the staff. The color of the cat indicates the type of prosperity or well-being that they bring. And since this cat is predominantly white, you could say that that's for purity, happiness, health, and well-being. I'm actually going to need to look up the meaning of the tricolor cat specifically, but again, they are said to be extremely lucky. And with his left paw up right here, with the paw position indicating specific areas of prosperity. I have read that the left paw indicates prosperity for a business of the night, such as a bar or maybe a nightclub or even a brothel. FYI, I don't own any of those, so I'm definitely going to just intend for this to mean prosperity for my home, which is where I will keep it, which is also the site of my personal business. So, I could definitely use some prosperity, luck, health, and well-being in all of those areas. Okay, and the next thing I'm going to go to is this. What we have here is a packet of Ancestor Money. Contains about 80 sheets. You can see how thick it is. Costs 69 cents. It's in the denomination of $10,000. So with 80 sheets, that's about $80,000. As you can see, I have several stacks here. Actually bought 20 of these for a little over $13 the other day. So you can see that the Ancestor Money, also known as Joss paper, is really, really inexpensive. And you can see at the top where it says Heaven Banknote. I know that you cannot see very detailed that green background, but all over that it also says Hell Banknote. And if you turn it over, you can see that it says Heaven Banknote. Also, there's an image of a temple and more pictures of the denomination. Now, with regard to it being a Hell Banknote, I actually have some other money that says Hell Banknote specifically on it. And you can see, let's see if I can hold these two up somehow. Let's see how this is going to work. Give me just a second. So, okay. Let's see if we can see the difference. Now, the guy in the picture, these are both images of the Jade Emperor, but for some reason, he's looking to, what direction would that be? He's looking to the left on this side, on this Hell Banknote, and he's looking to the right on this side. And perhaps that is an indication, you know, of the difference. But from what I have read, there really is no difference. You know, both of these can be used to donate to ancestors, though I have heard more people say, you know, traditionally they use the Hell banknotes for relatives that have recently passed away, as opposed to the Heaven banknotes for people who have been deceased much longer, with the belief that, you know, when you die, initially you're going to have to travel through hell first. Let's see. And actually I got these because these aren't in the plastic. I got these with a bunch of other stuff that I'm going to show over here. Now, I don't really have much to say about this. It all came in this packet that was $1.19. As you can see, it says, you can't really see that, but it says Joss Paper 1 bag. Has the name of the trading company, where it's from, etc., etc. And, you know, I got it. I saw it before, but I had never bought any, and I was just curious. Well, lo and behold, had a crap load of incense. These are some candles. These long red things are some candles. I'm curious to see what those are going to do. Gave me a bunch of stuff in there that I have no idea what it says or what it is, but it's all pretty cool looking. And, you know, this is all stuff that I would either write on or burn for ancestors. Here's just some blank paper. Here's some paper with a silver patch on it. Here's some other paper with some red and gold stuff on it. More gold patch paper. This was actually the label inside the packet, which this does not feel like the other stuff. So maybe this isn't a part of it. I think it's really cool. I'd like to hang it up if I can find out what it means. There's an image of a cool gold dragon, 2 gold dragons actually, and it says Kung To Tien. I'm gonna look that up and find out what that means. And they gave me some other paper stuff, maybe something I could fold or wrap things in. I'm not really sure. My intention is to do a video later on me, or rather my personal use of the Ancestor Money, so I can show you how I do it. There are several helpful videos out on YouTube right now, but again, just to give you my personal perspective of using the Ancestor Money. And the last thing I'm going to show is my bottle of sake. You can see the brand Shochikubai, costs $6.99. If you can see that label, I can't really get that close to it and stay in focus, but the label says licensed by Takara Japan since 1851. So this is an old sake company that's based in Japan. It was brewed in California, using water from the Sierra Nevada mountains and rice from California as well. You can see that it's 15% by volume. It's a 750 milliliter bottle, or 25.4 ounces. Then if you turn it around, it gives you some information about the sake, tells you more about where it's from. Also gives you information about its type and character, such as is it medium or dry, full-bodied, what's the aroma, serving temperature, various tips, so on and so forth. And this does need to be refrigerated after you open it. And my intention with this is to offer it to the Jade Emperor when I make my ancestor offerings. I'm going to try a little bit of it because I never had it before. I am very curious about it, and I will also offer it to my ancestors, but I don't know if they want it or if they'll like it. You know, we'll find out. We'll see. Traditionally, sake, you know, has been drunk. I'm not sure which tense, past tense, has been imbibed in Japan for a very, very long time. In a magical sense, people have shared this drink with deities, and the way they do that is to pour it in a little cup like this, for example, or some other receiving container, and they'll sit it at an altar, or maybe pray over it, or meditate on it, excuse me, and offer it to the deity, and then the person will drink the sake. And what that does is open a link or a communication between the person and the deity. It's a way of sharing something, again, of communicating and letting the deity know that a relationship is desired, you know, a way to invoke or to share or to honor. So that has been my Swagalicious haul from the Asian grocery store. Thanks for checking it out, and let me know if you have any questions, any comments. I'll talk to you later. Peace and blessings.